in favor? Aye. Review action on the minutes of the last council meeting. I'm looking for them. Any amendments noted or any questions?
I don't have anything.
I didn't either. Nothing pending. Motion that the minutes of the last council meeting be approved. Second. Speak up. First item on the agenda, resolution number 1901. Last in oh, excuse me. Yeah. Financials. Let me get my package straightened out here. Okay, the month ending December the 31st, we had a further reduction of $18,000, and we're now down at the this would be the 50% point in our budget, where our general fund is only down $8,692, and we'll make that up very easily in the next 6 months. And there's the overall balance in the accounts. Any question on the accounts? Interest is about the same. And we had a good month in revenue, $157,000 compared to last December. It was it's $130 more. That's very close. Any question on the on that financial report, Exhibit A? Exhibit B is, you will notice up here that I've got our franchise tax, which usually comes in February. It's bracketed. It's $139,500. And the overall, we've collected 60% of our budgeted amount, not counting the interfund transfers of $250,000, which we budgeted, which hopefully we're not going to have to use any for that. There's expenditures and the revenue listed below, and revenue now exceeds expenditures by $28,000 in the general fund budget only. Any questions?
No, that's good.
Motions to financials be approved.
So moved.
Second. Okay, resolution 1901, first order of business. In our last meeting, we passed resolution number 18 something, and this is to amend it. We misconstrued the amount of meetings that the Gilmer County Library Board holds, and we gave them $600, and they only meet quarterly, so we reduced that to $400. The JDA will stay the same, and the Ellijay Gilmer County Water and Sewer Authority will stay the same. So I need a motion that we pass resolution 1901, correcting the pay applicable to our citizen representatives on these three very important boards. And if you would sign that resolution there.
I've got better copies. Can you use that?
Okay. Just sign mine too, and I'll put it in the packet. I won't have to get back with you. I need a motion, we approve that. Have we already got it?
No.
Second?
I do.
You got the second, Linda?
Yes.
Thank you, appreciate it. Next item on the agenda, the insurance rate increase. I didn't attach the whole package, but I did attach the old rate, which was $14,800, and the new rate is $17,098. Yeah, and hold on just a minute, I've got to get something out of my office, and I left. I had worked up some figures on this so y'all can better understand it. Okay, this new monthly premium is $2,274.50 per month more, or annualized, that comes to $27,000. But that don't account for all of it. We had one new hire that has the full coverage, so that's about $20,000. And then we had, we added another member to our family, another dependent, Valerie, right? Valerie's daughter. So those two increases there probably account for that full amount, very, very close to it. And we thought we might go over in the budget for this year, but we have quite a bit of money left in the budget. We'd anticipated a rate increase, and we did. So we're not going to be, there's not going to be a deficit at year's end. We've got plenty. So I need a motion that we continue the program on a non-contributory basis, and that we go ahead and submit this payment.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, the next item is Exhibit C. That's the, I need a very quick motion that we approve an expenditure of $638.60 to approve our Christmas hams and turkeys. And Matt got a real good deal on these. You got about 7 more for essentially the same price that we paid for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we offered the policeman hams this year for the first time, and
Yeah.
Dusty took a chance. That's just the meat department manager. And
Yeah, well,
he almost got in trouble. The owner was there. We had to wait.
Really?
Had to wait for him to get out, but he does. And everybody, they were well received, and everybody.
Yeah, I received several cards. They were people, citizens are very appreciative of that. It really helps a lot of people. They like it. I need a motion, we approve this expenditure.
So moved.
Second.
And one sub credit, and Larry's dog, he appreciates the ham bone.
It was 34 hams and 5 turkeys.
You put them in hot beans.
We did, but we stripped it. He got the bone, we got the meat.
Okay, next is a memorandum from Valerie Crump, informing y'all of 4 new businesses which have located in the city. Does anybody have any questions? One is a mattress store, one is a real estate office, one is hair salon, and one is a music store. Anybody have any questions?
I don't.
Motion to approve these 4 new business licenses.
Second.
Next, we have the financial reports compiled by the audit firm of Welch, Walker and Associates. If y'all will turn very quickly to page 7 in the big black book. We'll go over this very quickly. See, it's condensed statements of net position. If you look at the bottom down there where it says net position, the bottom set of figures. It's got your investment in capital assets, and it's got your restricted for capital projects, reserved for other purposes, unrestricted, and total net position. The total net position for the year had an increase of about 200,000. And our total net position is a little over 7.5 million. And that includes capital assets, which includes land, infrastructure, buildings, equipment, etc. Next, turn to page 9, 2 pages over. Okay, as you know, the general fund is a regular operating fund of the city. And at the end of the current fiscal year, unassigned fund balance in the general fund was $2,453,000. And, as a measure of the liquidity, let's see, the net change in the general fund balance for the year ended, and it was $116,000 in the general fund only. Increase. And we did not exceed any appropriated amounts in any budget category. And, let's see, anything else here that's missing more? We purchased one new vehicle for $27,792. That would not include, I don't believe that it would included the add-ons.
No, sir.
That was just the cost of that, and a mower for roughly $9,000, and also, new flooring was purchased at City Hall for $11,600. And in conclusion, the city finished the year with an increase in the fund balance and net position. And there, like, as I said before, there were no budget overruns, and fiscal management, we feel has been sound while providing the services that the citizens expect and deserve. And if you'll turn to the very last page, from Welch, Walker and Associates, I'll show you how they, if you'll follow, I'm gonna read here just a little bit. The results of our test disclose no instances of non-compliance or other matters that are required to be reported under government auditing standards. And during our audit, we did not identify any deficiencies in internal control that we consider to be material weaknesses. However, material weaknesses may exist and have not have been identified. See, that relieves them of responsibility. The purpose of this report is solely to describe the scope of our testing of internal control and compliance. This report is an integral part of an audit performed in accordance with government auditing standards in considering the entity's internal control and compliance. Now, the last sentence, accordingly, this communication is not suitable for any other purpose. So, they have no responsibility about it. No,
They did take the
I'm
check.
kidding. But anyhow, it was a very good audit, and, I just need that y'all approve the audited financial statement for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2018, an expenditure of $9,500 to Welch Walker et al., and which is en route already.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. And I had another conversation with her, which we'll discuss at a later date, and it involved some investments that we might be considering. Okay, next item on the agenda is the last one, discussion action on the patrol car purchase. Larry found well, first you tried to buy a Ford, right?
That's correct.
Larry? And there was no Fords available.
No,
So you found one car in our whole area, right?
that's correct.
And it was in Cleveland, Georgia?
Yes, Jackie Jones Ford in Cleveland.
2018,
2019 Dodge.
oh, 19?
Yes.
19, I didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I put 18, okay. 2019 Dodge, and the purchase price was how much?
$28,900 is the base price, but we're gonna trade in 2 vehicles, and we're still negotiating on what they're gonna give us on those.
Yeah, so and we budgeted 28,000 or 29?
We budgeted 30 for the car and 8,000 for equipment, so we've got 2 line items there, 38,000 to put one on the road.
But we should be, with the trade-ins, we should get in at around 30.
I'm hoping between 30 and 32 total.
So I need a motion that we approve the purchase of this 2013 Dodge Charger, and like he said, it's an SUV and it's dark gray.
So moved.
And he's test driven it and everything, and he's satisfied with it, so. And this, by the way, is a budgeted item, but for something that large, I like to run it into the council, and the auditors appreciate it when they get them approved.
Okay.
I need,
Did you get that one?
yeah. You got the motion in the second, right?
Motion and second.
Old business, I didn't see any. Linda, did you see any?
No,
Mayor's report, quarterly distributor's tax report. As you can see, we still got some booze hounds around. And if you'll look, you'll see that, by the way, don't clean that up a little bit if you don't put it in.
What was that? Hounds.
No.
Fox Hounds.
Okay.
Okay, beer is still leading the three, categories, and it's 57.7% for beer. Wine is 20.7, and spirits is 21.6. It's a kind of a, for who comes in second, it's kind of a toss-up between wine and spirits. And for the year, we had, for the half year, right, Linda?
yes,
We had a 151,000, well, say 152,000, like in a few pennies, in tax. Any questions? And that's exceeding our budget too, by the way. Second item is occupational tax delinquencies. Okay, collections through January the 14th in our occupational tax totaled $76,490, which is 90% of the proposed budget of $85,000. Now, during last year, we collected $90,000 and it exceeded our budget amount of $80,000. So it's about 113%. And according to Valerie, we still have about 61 renewals pending. Any questions on that? So that looks good, but I think we're gonna make budget and go a little over.
we had a few come in.
We had some come in today.
No, yesterday.
Well, we still got some for the month that we hadn't, that I hadn't considered. During this audit, recently concluded audit, we received an inquiry or concern regarding the $196,000 or something in delinquent or unpaid citations, fines. But so we was kind of concerned about that, and Jackie ran off a list dating back to January the 1st, 1901 through June the 30th, 2018. And what you see, what this report you've got here shows, fines and fees, we collected over $4 million, and we received $3,939,000. Left a balance outstanding of $196,948, which is uncollected, and that's only 4.76% that we've not collected. And you can, that 4.76 is still outstanding, and Larry, it will remain outstanding. Is that right?
Very likely, it's gonna fluctuate a little, but yeah,
Yeah.
those are very good numbers. I've looked at numbers
I
from
thought-
places.
We thought they were excellent numbers.
Yeah.
Did you tell Tasty Joe that?
We did, yeah, she and I talked about it at length.
Yeah, she's, her or somebody expressed some concern about it. But I think that's very good.
What were they pulling over in 1901?
Horses. Buggies, things like that.
Hey, gosh, that makes me sound old. I remember that. Gosh, I'd already been mayor 30 years then.
Is there no way to purge those? Some of them, you know, are dead. Never
Purge
really-
them. Some of them may be dead, but you may stop one tomorrow. That's right, Larry? I mean, you can't tell.
Yeah, periodically we'll go in and look at the really old ones, but they're still going, even if we cancel the warrant, the money's still outstanding. Once the fine ticket was written, you can never unwrite
But
it.
you're still, I mean, you're well satisfied with John, right?
Absolutely.
John is doing an excellent job. with
Excellent.
Probation. Okay, council members report. Anybody got anything? Nothing for the Gilman County Water and Sewer Authority and nothing for,
Yeah, committee,
no, oh, excuse me, yeah, council member report, nothing for council members? Okay, committee, Ellijay Gilman County Water and Sewer Authority.
well, we're doing well. I mean, I attended the first meeting of the Coosawattee Regional Water and Sewage Authority Board the other day. That's a yearly meeting. Basically, it's just to keep the committee going right now. They're looking at long-term, maybe trying to get a permit for Carter's Lake for a draw for the authority for them, for way in the future, but you gotta go through the Corps engineers, and it's pretty long and drawn out, so they've been talking about it for a long time. I don't know how successful that'll be.
How many cities, is it just Chatsworth on
It's
that?
Chatsworth, Calhoun, Pickens, and Gilman.
Calhoun gets water out of there now?
No, the only one that gets water out there now is Chatsworth. They're the only ones with a permit right now. And they would, probably relinquish that to the Coosawattee Authority if we ever got another permit to withdraw more water from it, so,
It's only been 2 or 3 weeks since our last meeting, but
yeah.
you got anything on the JDA?
No, we have a meeting scheduled, February the 5th, I guess.
February 5th.
Kent might have time.
We did sign an agreement back in the latter part of the year for a retail recruiter to start promoting our area. And they're coming back in about a week to give us their first report. Supposedly they have some folks that might be interested. It will primarily be in East Ellijay because there's not a lot of opportunities anywhere else, but just an avenue to try to help increase sales tax dollars. So we may get something out of it. Hopefully we will.
Very good. Housing and Development Department, Matt, what'd you do in the last 3 weeks?
We got one, new on the, under item A, erosion subdivision project, Holland Cove, because the official has a land disturbance permit effective January the 1st, so we issued that one. On our remodeling activity, Landmark is open, and Taco Bell's is in process, and McDonald's is just redoing their drive-throughs on that. The sign permit, none on it. Certificate of occupancy for Landmark, they're moving into the subway building, enlarging, going twice the size they were. Rezoning applications effective January 1st, that's redundant. And then the substandard housing, as soon as he gets college opened, he's gonna come over and do that, or in the spring, on the Fern Bridget housing project.
Oh, really?
It's pending. He said he may, if he just gets to the point where he can get loose, he can do it in a day. So that's our substandard housing project. Our certificate of occupancy this is sort of redundant, but the DFAX building is open. We knew that last month, and, but they did issue them a CO.
How many employees do they have?
Well, I don't know, but it's huge. We haven't, that's our first municipal building, and we don't know yet how we're gonna handle that, so.
I don't think we can tax them. There's no way
We
you
can't,
can
they're
tax
gonna have a bunch of employees.
We want a registration from them.
And then,
Fill out a form, no charge or whatever.
under the Taco Bell and McDonald's has already been mentioned under the item 1 down there. This is new, it will be in, next, it's just a FYI, don't go in the minutes, but I received the, Mo's, site plan today.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
MOE''S. It's their new and improved Mo's, and
Now, they have one other or several?
they got several, but this is a new, prototype model. This will be one of the first ones they're building. It will be, next month, it'll
And
be.
it's gonna be located where? In the block across from Longhorn?
Yes, sir. The Buffalo Luke's will be on the corner, and then Mo's will be between Buffalo Luke's and the motel.
Buffalo Luke's.
Yes, sir. we haven't received that, they just closed on the land, and we've met with them, and they're designing their site plan. But they should be by,
Now, what's their specialty? Buffalo Luke's is probably,
it's evident, they have one in Jasper, they're gonna be a prototype, he's got, something hamburgers that, but he's gonna make this, his project from the ground up, new field. And he serves pizzas, wings, subs, and something else. Kenny, you be there, is that it? He has a,
and Moe's, what's their specialty? Alphabet's type?
Fast
Mexican
food.
Oh, Mexican food.
it is a Mexican, but it's more, Moe's is more Applebee's,
Southwest.
Southwest. There you go. That was the word I was thinking.
More Southwest.
Smoke Southwest Grill.
Southwest Grill.
And that's all we can tell you, but there are some more coming on the way, and it's unbelievable.
Did you ever hear any more about that building that my neighbor wanted over there? I just, cause I probably asked. You know, the outbuilding? For Akabak?
Oh, no, they did, the wife just asked me, they're gonna get prices and
I
the
just-
size and the type of it before we,
Yeah,
present it.
good.
Yeah, she hasn't come back, I'm sorry, and that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Update on street right-of-way trimming project, that's completed, right?
That's completed.
Take that off. Highway 515 curb and gutter project, Matt finally got a hold of somebody from DOT that wanted to work, and they did a good job so far. Don't quote me on that either, please.
The local maintenance department,
The local maintenance part.
they did the, work, and it was unbelievable, the stuff they got off of there. It
Now,
was like
now, this is
garbage.
the curb and gutter section between the bridge and the red light at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And it looks very good, but we still got a little overhang on the grass that we'll take.
Well, you're getting technical there. They go from curb to curb. When you get up on the grass, that is,
Next hours, huh?
No, that's, let out as contractors. The people that keep that motor.
Well, tell them to come by with those things.
And speaking of that, we are going to get a maintenance agreement and have them, and Kenny mowing that. They want to go ahead and issue us a maintenance agreement between the city and GDOT for us to be out there.
Well, we had a verbal one, but.
Well, we're gonna pursue it and get it in writing.
Kenny, I still like those edges that go along and do the curves, like Maddox Drive, not Maddox, but Industrial Boulevard. So we'll look into that later on. And has anybody noticed any streets that need restriping? This is gonna be on
This is gonna be on the,
this is gonna be on the agenda every time, so.
this is
You
an
guys, when you
ongoing,
ride around and see one that needs it, let's do it.
we got it listed, when they're gonna pave, they're covered gutter the street in between the motel and Moe's, and we're gonna redesign that intersection, and when we get them to stripe that, we're gonna have them go do all the streets that need striping.
Okay, so Kenny, you and Larry and Mac, y'all ride over it more than any of us, so let's start the list. Somebody keep a list. We need to keep
My
our,
first one is First Avenue at the stop sign. Up
yeah,
there.
when you drive at dark, when you get out dark and it's raining, you really
Yeah.
appreciate those lines.
I get a lot of, the only one I get complaints on is Maddox Drive, that when it's raining and dark, that you can't see it.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I rode over it, they're right, it does need it.
yeah. Larry, I mean, Mac, see if we can get him before then. If, you know, he works the year around.
Well, it's hard for him to drive all the way down here and do one stop sign.
Maddox Drive would be a pretty good job.
We just did Maddox Drive when we paved it last year. What are they talking about?
I don't know. Just going up Maddox, you can't see them in the dark.
You can't see them.
And
I
it
go
may
over
be
there a
striped
lot.
fine, but you can't, they are invisible in the
Is that
dark.
because it's deteriorated or because you just can't see it?
You know, we should consider putting that good stuff out right there, that heavy stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of truck traffic, you know, but even whether it's supposed to be on there or not, you know, on Maddox, so.
Okay, and the speed bump replacement on Greenfield Road, that's still pending, right?
We have ordered and have in-house all the equipment. that
Everything
was-
we need, we just need to get it down.
Yes, sir.
We'll get that done. And Larry, the police department activity report, you wanna cover that?
Sure. You should have two, well, you actually probably got three reports there. A vehicle fleet summary, which is, some of that's kind of a moot point now since the car laid down after I did the fleet summary, but, for December, we had 153 arrests and citations, and 41 of those were for speeding. Average violation speed was 25 miles an hour over the limit. 2 DUIs, we issued 149 warnings. Investigated 42 accidents and filed 40 incident reports. If you look at the 5-year activity summary, you've got arrest warnings and DUIs in the first 3 columns. Those are going to be fairly fluid. You're not, probably most times you're not going to see a whole lot of trend one way or the other in that. But if you look at incidents and accidents, you'll see a pretty significant increase over the last 5 years. Pretty much every year we picked up on those. And I just, that's just more people in town, more people, more traffic.
Yeah, over 33% of those accidents occurred in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So that's,
Yeah.
that marked increase.
So we really picked up on that. So.
Yeah, it's probably attributed to the rise in volume and traffic.
Yeah. So if you look from 13 to 18 on accidents, we more than doubled.
Yeah.
But that's about it. The
And
fleet summary.
your fleet vehicle summary, 7 of your 9 vehicles, you showed them as being in good condition.
Correct.
And the 2 that are not in good condition are gonna be used as trade-ins on this new one we got.
Exactly.
So we should be in good shape.
Yeah, our fleet be in the best shape it's ever been in. We shouldn't have anything with over 60,000 miles.
Gonna get rid of that lemon?
We are.
We're getting rid of the lemon. The lemon's gonna be good. Anything else? If not, motion for dismissal.
So moved.
What time?
Are you gonna cover